All right. Hello. My name is Hunter Johnson, and I'm a writer and artist. And, that's just kind of the journey that I'm on right now. And so it seems like if you have, if you have, some artistic things that you want to show the world, YouTube is the place to do it. So I'm really hoping to begin another journey here and kind of introduce myself to more people and kind of to some of the work that I do. And hopefully I can share some lessons and things that I've also learned along the way. I did write a book. It's called The Broken World, currently on Amazon in hardback, and I'll have a link for that, of course. But I'm very proud of it. It took me a long time to work on. I think collectively, and I do have evidence for this, it took me about 10 years to write a little book that's only around 150 pages. But I'm very excited about it because I do love the story, and that's of course a big motivation for why I want to do YouTube and share some videos that talk about that. The Broken World to me is a really cool story, and part of the reason that that's cool, part of the story is that the world has been broken, as maybe the name suggests. And so, what that means is that what was once a whole continent, just one big landmass, was destroyed by magic. And so now only pieces of that large continent now remain. And so on each of those pieces, we have a totally different culture and a totally different, time frame. So on one island, for example, you have a medieval castle, and everybody there chooses to live in a medieval fashion. And then on the island across the way, or just across the water, is an island that has a modern city on it with skyscrapers and taxis and Starbucks and all of that kind of thing. And so the fun of this story is that a knight on his way to kill the evil dragon, he might swing through Starbucks. One of the ideas that I kind of want to implement is that the princesses who are stuck in their tower all the time, they decide to build an esports team and play competitive online games, right? Because you've got really good service at the top of that tower. Um, and so that's just kind of the fun, the idea that I'm kind of building off of here. The first episode in particular, because these are episodic, they're very short, like 150 pages. I have the first one out. The second one is written, and I'm just currently kind of going through that editing process, that review process, so that I can get it out too. But the first episode, isn't able to encapsulate all of that just yet. So it starts on a bit of a smaller story about a girl named Marilyn Rain, and she is looking for a piece of a magical crystal that may have been responsible for the breaking of the world to create the broken pieces. And along the way, she meets David, the adventurer, also featured on the cover, and perhaps one of my favorite characters of all time, Dust Bunny. Very excited for you guys to meet Dust Bunny. He is a hoot, in my opinion. One of the other things that I really like to do is digital art. That's something I've been practicing for a couple of years, and I think that I'm getting to a point. Okay, it's not totally out of the cringe zone, but we're getting there. And so I use Clip Studio Paint, and so it has some time lapse abilities there. And so I'll be working on some digital art videos that just kind of show the process. And I like to do character art, of my own characters. But look, if you guys have any, I'm looking out there for independent authors, independent artists. I would be very interested in kind of reading some independently published books, kind of maybe reviewing those on the channel with your permission. And depending on how well that goes, or if I have too scathing of a review, I might do some consolary character art or something like that. But I would be interested to meet other writers and artists out there on YouTube and see what you guys do. Another one of the things that I want to do is share with you some of the tools and resources that I have kind of found and tested and spent too much money on, so that way you can you can avoid some of the same difficulties that I had going through some of those. So if you're interested, I hope you'll join me on this journey. Once again, my name is Hunter Johnson. I wrote a book called The Broken World. Check it out on Amazon. Link for that down below. And I hope to see you again.